Hey, my name is Ed Smith and I'm a web developer. Purple is the alias I develop under. What you see on the screen now is the third reincarnation of the Purple website, Purple 3.0. I worked with graphic designer slash art director Anil at Big Eyebrow on this project. Anil provided this excellent design and I provided the code. Anil and I have worked together on several projects before, and we have always looked to push the envelope and create groundbreaking websites. But I think it's fairly safe to say this is probably one of our most ambitious projects here. When Anil provided this design for Purple to me, I made the decision that I wanted to use jQuery as little as possible, and instead use HTML5 and CSS3 wherever feasible. While this technology is still relatively new, support is growing, and I wanted to make a website that demonstrated just what can be done with this technology and blazed a trail rather than just relying on jQuery. All of the HTML5 and CSS3 techniques used in this website work in Chrome, Safari, Firefox and Opera. The only browser that doesn't support these features is Internet Explorer. As ever, Microsoft are dragging their heels with Internet Explorer. It's nothing new. The website is specifically aimed at graphic designers and making them want to work with Purple. So, as such, I deemed it not to be a huge problem that it didn't display quite right in Internet Explorer, because how many graphic designers do you know who use Internet Explorer? Anyway, I made this video not to talk to you through every little detail of the design, but in order to highlight some of the website's features that are otherwise could be missed at first glance. The website has 3 different layouts: desktop, tablet and iPhone. The first part of the website I'm going to show you is the desktop version, which you can see in front of you right now. So, if I reload the page, you can see it all fades in super nice. That's achieved with CSS3. Then here you have the testimonial. This is a randomized testimonial, so every time the page reloads, you get a different testimonial appear here. This is achieved with PHP and MySQL. If I hover over it, I can also show you another feature. The highlight is purple with the white text. This is also another custom feature achieved using CSS3. Then, coming down the page, we have the Twitter feed, which shows our latest tweet. Me talking about the fact the Purple website's just launched in this case. And down here, we have another randomized box that changes every time the page loads, and it just gives a little bit of information that encourages people to discover some of the site's hidden features. Then here, slider. This is one of the only elements in the website, or one of 2 elements in the website, that use jQuery. It uses CSS3 as well, but it does rely on a jQuery library just to make it work fully. It's a responsive slider, and more details on that later. Scrolling down the page, we have the intro text, all fairly standard stuff, and 3 selected pieces of work. Again, these 3 bits of work are randomized. You get a different row of images every time you reload the page. This rollover effect that you can see now, just here, is also achieved with CSS3, something that you would traditionally have to do with jQuery. Then down here in the footer, we have the same rollover effect on standard social network links. And if you go right down to the very footer, right here, the only other bit of jQuery in this website, so if you click here, the hi-ho silver away, it returns you to the top of the page. A feature that you also may have missed in this website looking at it here is right-click. If you right-click, you get a custom right-click menu. Again, this is achieved with jQuery, which in fact, I guess, makes the third use of jQuery in the website. So there are 3 instances in this website where jQuery is used. So, as I previously mentioned, the website is responsive. That is to say, it detects screen size and outputs a different layout accordingly. If, for example, your browser is under 768 pixels wide, the website transforms, and it looks like this. I'll just demonstrate now. This particular layout is specifically aimed at iPads, but works to great effect on other tablets and other netbooks with smaller screens. When viewed on the iPad, you don't have the you don't have to use these arrows to navigate the slider. You can literally swipe with your finger. If you do have an iPad, I strongly recommend you log on to Purple Claw through it, as this really does look brilliant on an iPad screen. Aside from the tablet layout, there's also a mobile layout. Instead of using media queries to do this, as I did with the iPad version and desktop version, I decided to build an entirely mobile website. The reason being that this website's got lots of fairly complicated, heavy features in it, and I wanted to make a website that was as light as possible when loaded on a mobile device over a cellular network. If you log on to the Purple Claw website through a mobile device, you'll automatically be forwarded to the correct website. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to load it up in the browser just so I can show you now. So here it is, the mobile version. Again, all fades in nicely. This mobile version is specifically targeted at iOS, so iTouches and iPhones. It works on other mobile browsers too, but most consistently it works on iOS devices. If you view this website from an iPhone 4 with its Retina screen, all these images are HD, so you get a really sharp, crisp looking website. Again, you can navigate the slider here by flicking your finger over it rather than having to navigate with the arrows. There was not as many features on the mobile version in order to keep it as light as possible. But one feature I do particularly like down the bottom is the phone. If you click on that on an iOS device, it initiates a call to me. Anyway, that's pretty much it as far as technical overview goes. I just want to say another big thank you to Anil at Big Eyebrow, and would add we are available for hire as a dynamic duo. Also, a thank you to the illustrator Torso of a Vertical for his work on the brand new Purple Claw logo. And finally, a big thank you to Rescroll for her help with the copy. Thanks for watching, and I shall catch you all soon.